All right, we are all ready to go spend the next 5-ish hours or so out in the candle saloon. We've got our hat on because it's 14 degrees outside, but we're not gonna wear a coat because, you know, Northwest tough. But we've had our breakfast and we are ready to rock and roll. Let's go. It's like the longest walk ever. Welcome to the chaos. Let's get started. Okay, so first things first, we really need to clean up the space. Everything is just kind of, you know, been dumped around or exploded after the holidays and stuff. So it's time to get reorganized and get everything all cleaned up again. Come with me. We're gonna make some smaller batched candles. These are really just kind of the one-offs. We're gonna be working with a few new scents and we're gonna just kind of be testing a few new things out. So we're just gonna keep this small. And all right, let's get started. I generally like to start out with kind of placing the various wicks in the container so I don't forget which one belongs to what. As you can see, there's all kinds of different style and shaped containers, so I don't want to mix them up. So I just kind of like to toss them in there, and then I will get to wicking them here shortly. We have various types of wicks. There's some that are better for natural waxes, some that are better with paraffin wax. And then also just really depending on the container, you know, these are these dough bowl containers, and so they do burn differently, so you kind of have to account for that. That's why testing every container is incredibly important. Along with every time you get a new scent, you want to make sure that you've tested something with it as well. So we're going to be working on some porcelain, and then we have some of the dough bowl, and then of course we have glass, and then we also have these concrete ones. This is a new shape, but I kind of messed it up, and so you'll see that it's got an oval opening and the concrete lid doesn't fit on there. So these are just going to be for fun. They're going to kind of be the oopsies, but they'll be great for putting new scents in and getting an idea of how those smell. So let's get going. Also, I'm just gonna say I highly recommend that if you have a magnetic watch band, you probably should stay away from all metal things. I can't tell you how many times this happens to me on a regular basis. Sheesh. The other thing that I like to do with these dough bowls is I actually put a seal in here because it is wood. It's incredibly porous, and you really don't want the wax coming out or leaking from the bottom of this candle, because, you know, I mean, that would honestly suck. So I like to seal them, and then I do give it at least 4 days to kind of cure before I do anything with them. And these have been sitting here for well over a week. I haven't been out to the candle saloon nearly as much as I wanted to start the year off, which is, hey, that's okay. So we're gonna just start. See? Do you see what I mean? Good grief. I really love this color blue. What do you guys think? This concrete blue turned out so pretty. I like it. I call these porcelain, but they're ceramic. Okay, so now we're mixing in this new scent from Candle Science. It's called Dahlia Noir. It's really got kind of a nice light floral scent to it. I would say if you don't like floral, Dahlia Noir is not for you. But it is kind of pleasant, and I really, you know, it's cold outside and we just got off Christmas and really heavy smells. So I like to usher in spring with florals and citrus and things that are very uplifting. So that is what we're working on right now. And I gotta tell you guys, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty good. Pour this out into our ceramic container here. I think I said this was porcelain, but it's not, it's ceramic. All right, so we're just gonna pour slowly. And I've already tested the temperature here to make sure that it's at the right temp for pouring. Every container, wax type, requires a different kind or temperature of pouring. So we're doing this one at 150. Okay, so I'm just about to a point where I'm done filling this container. You don't want it to go all the way up to the top. You want to leave a little bit of an edge in here. All right, the next one we're going to be pouring here is another new one from Candle Science called Meadow Light. And this is another that's kind of, oh, that smells good. I can smell some cedar notes and a little bit of maybe a sandalwood. It's kind of light. It has that outdoor wood vibe. Definitely something that that could fill a room. So it has a more masculine smell to it, but I think this one's gonna be really good. So let's pour that in our other ceramic container. All right, so we're gonna do about half. So it's right in around 4 to 5.5 of an ounce. Usually the stronger, the heavier the scent, the easier I'll go on it. So we've got this measured out. I'm weighing the oil. You don't want to actually measure it. We want to weigh it. And then we're going to go ahead and get our wax. Get our wax in here. Now, we want to stir this until the oil is completely blended with the wax. And this is also where I like to take the opportunity to get a temperature read. Ironically enough, math and science were my worst subjects in school, but ironically enough, look what I need in order to make candles. Math and science. Who'da thunk it? Oh, man, that's so good. Wow, I really like that one, Meadow Light. It's also really different when it comes out of the bottle versus when it's in the wax and you start blending it. After this cures, it's probably gonna change its scent again. You know, nothing too drastic, but sometimes these just smell way better as a candle than, you know, just an oil out of the bottle. Okay, so we've got some Dahlia Noir, got some Meadow Light. We're gonna let those sit and cure, and while we're letting those sit and cure, we're gonna figure out what else we wanna do. We've got these dough bowls that we're gonna be working with, and we have these concrete containers that we're gonna be working with. And so we're gonna shift gears a little bit, do a few extra blends. So more to come.